I want to ask the entire world one question. One question that seems to have just went right through everybody's mind and they don't care anything about it because they lack knowledge. And I'm here to educate you people on serious topics that are life threatening. Okay? So, who gave you the right to take a life? Who gave you the right to take a life? Now, let's get more biblical with it and let's talk about God. Let's talk about Jesus Christ. Let's talk about the beginning when Jesus walked this earth. Let's talk about when God created the heaven and the earth. Let's talk about the 10 commandments. One of the most important commandments of all is thou shalt not kill. Now, you will get punished by disobeying any of God's commandments by sinning, period. But you did not give life, therefore you don't have the right to take a life. Now, we all know God created everything because in the beginning there was nothing. So for people that's confused, God put a point in time where you began. Anything prior to that, your brain don't even have the power to know what existed before he created Adam and Eve, which is our mother and father, if you want to get serious, because they were the first two actual man and women on this earth. Now, back to today, the topic that people will be talking about for the next 100 years. Many people say George Floyd was a convicted felon. He had a criminal background. And those are facts. No man walking this earth is 100% good. No man is perfect. But does that give him the right to still brutally kill that man in cold blood? No. You are not the judge, the jury, and the execution. He should have been locked up for whatever he was getting locked up for, and he should have just went to court. And if he was going to get a little time, then do a little time or a fine or bail or whatever to get out. Simple. You are not the judge, the jury, and the prosecution. See, people take all of that into their own hands, and they use that as because they think they're gods. The man that you look at, they all participated in this. The one to the far left actually brutally murdered George Floyd. So he pretended to be God for 9 minutes, not letting that man breathe. So social media has been using George Floyd's criminal background to say people are defending a criminal. Don't criminals always get defended once they go to court? That could have been the most racist white man on this. That could have been Hitler. That could have been Donald Trump with a black cop with his knee on his neck. And if he would have killed him that way, I still would have said that would have been wrong. It wouldn't matter what color you are. The way that that man died was wrong. It wouldn't matter what their history were. It don't matter what type of person they were. It doesn't matter because you don't have the right to take a life. None of these pieces of shit that you're looking at have the right to take a life. No one does. And that goes for the people that's out here looting and rioting and killing innocent people. You don't have the right. Now, I know you guys probably heard about the St. Louis captain that was murdered due to some young black guys robbing a fucking pawn shop. Doing the the protesting. So they killed the man, and they're just as In my eyes, they're no better than these motherfuckers because you taking your own people's lives. And you don't have the right to take a life either. Many don't know that by doing that, you have to answer one day to God, and he'll probably tell you, and I'm not saying he will, but it's a good chance most people that's out here being murderers and killers, God gonna say, I don't know you. Now, he will forgive you for any sin, but why forgive you over and over and you constantly doing the same thing? You're not trying to change, which means the devil has taken full control over your spirit and your soul, and you are demonic. These men have $1 million bail on their head. I don't know will they get out. Many want to hear their story, but it's probably monkey see, monkey do. You do what I tell you to do. I'm a higher rank officer than you. Somebody should have stand up like a man and be like, I'm not going to do this. I quit. I'm walking off. But, of course, people are too soft to have a mind, to be strong today. Everybody are followers. And everybody wants to do the wrong thing. It's not many people that want to do the right thing anymore. Shout out to Spike Lee. Great movie. You got to do the right thing, man, in life in order to even be looked at, in my eyes, as a leader. And I'll give you some examples. Martin Luther King was a great leader. He did the right thing. Malcolm X was a great leader. Did the right thing. Did the right thing. And it's not many people that you can say did the right thing. My grandmother, R.I.P. Both grandmothers did the right thing. They put up with a lot and did the right thing. But these men did not do the right thing, and they don't have the right to take a life. George Floyd, although he had a criminal background, it don't mean that he deserved to be brutally murdered. You can't try to rationalize this, people, with that man's past. Just like they brought up the COVID-19 situation, saying that he was positive. What the fuck does that have to do with this man getting brutally murdered? He's dead now. They want all of that to overshadow the fact that a white cop killed a black man, which is, at the end of the day, all that matters. Black Lives Matter, RIP, George Floyd. Subscribe.